Guys, right now we are waiting for our cup and handle pattern to play out in our way. If this plays out in our way, guys, this could be very, very huge for Bitcoin in a short term. But if not so, guys, this pattern could be invalid and we could see more retracement, more pullback, and this could end in a bearish way. That's not what we are expecting, guys. And also in the background we have some other chart patterns that are playing out and that are forming a very, very bullish scenario. We are going to talk about this one later, and also about news, and we are definitely going to talk about our 200 weekly moving average, because I think that's the question that most of you guys are asking themselves. What about the 200 weekly moving average? And later on we are going to jump into our 1 hourly time frame. And also, guys, make sure that you follow me on Twitter. I will always update you there about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. And right now I would say you leave the thumbs up and also subscribe to this channel, and we start directly with this 4 hourly time frame. We have our cup and handle, guys. We talked about this, and this cup and handle, guys, could be in our bullish way. But just to explain you, we have our rounding bottom part, and this rounding bottom, guys, gives the price always a very, very good support. We completed this cup part, but right now we are waiting for our handle. And yeah, we just have to confess that this chart pattern looks like a cup of coffee, right? And guys, right now this handle part is very, very important for us to be in a bullish way, because right now we are holding the line around 21,000. We are in an area that could be very, very dangerous, because if we leave this descending channel, that could lead towards a very, very bearish scenario. If you guys see this scenario to jump above this one falling trend line over here, the descending channel, you can see it around 21,500. If we jump around this one line, guys, this could lead towards a very, very bullish scenario, and we are waiting for this breakout. If we see this breakout exactly as you can see it over here in the example, guys, then this could be in our way. And also, guys, I want to talk about this 1 weekly time frame. And this 1 weekly time frame, guys, we haven't talked about this one in a time, but this one, guys, if this chart pattern plays out in a proper way, this could lead towards the next markup phase, because we have our falling wedge type of scenario. You can see it over here. We have the falling trend line. The upper line area is a very, very strong line of resistance, and the lower line area is a very, very strong line of support. And if this chart pattern plays out right, guys, we have our Wyckoff market cycle in the background. And this Wyckoff market cycle, I also have a example for you guys to understand this pattern or this market cycle in a better way. We have our accumulation phase, right? And this accumulation phase, guys, is full of manipulation from the Bitcoin whales, because they are trying to buy your Bitcoins in a cheap way and then accumulate as much as they can before we go into the next markup phase. And then the markup phase leads towards this one area. You can see it over here. From the accumulation phase, we start over here, and then we go in the next reaccumulation phase. In this reaccumulation phase, you can see also we have an accumulation over here, and if the reaccumulation is finished, then we go ahead towards this distribution area. And the distribution area is the area where the Bitcoin whales are trying to cash out and take profits. And after this distribution area, we are in an overbought area, guys, and then we go straight into this markdown phase. Just to make it clear, guys, we can add it over here with this one. Wait, we will add it over here, guys. This is our mark up phase, so you can understand it better. We have our markup phase from here on, and this is our markup phase, guys. This part I will add it over here. And if we take this, guys, this is our mark down phase. So this is our markdown phase, guys. After this distribution area, guys, we lead to our markdown phase. You can see it here. And in this markdown phase, guys, we have our redistribution area. Inside this redistribution area, the Bitcoin whales are trying to accumulate and also trying to cash out, so take profits and accumulate as well. So both in this area, guys. And after this redistribution phase, guys, we have left this already. And right now, we are heading straight into our next accumulation phase. And this accumulation phase, guys, if this plays out in our way, you can see it over here. We have the accumulation phase, and this, just to make it clear, this accumulation phase, I don't know, and no one knows when this accumulation phase will end. It can last just like 1 month, it can last like 6 months, and also it can last like a year. So therefore, be very, very careful. But if this accumulation phase plays in our way and also plays inside this falling wedge, guys, we can leave this falling wedge in a bullish way and also into our next markup phase. And also then the next reaccumulation phase is on the line, and also the next distribution area. And the next distribution area, guys, will definitely be a new all-time high. Guys, right now, I would say let's leave this chart and go straight into our news. In this news, guys, you can see the Bitcoin price builds best weekly candle since March, despite the new DXY peak. Guys, we saw like the last week, like a lot of pump and a bullish recovery, but what is the price target that we are heading to? Guys, as you can see, Bitcoin is on track for its biggest weekly gains since March. Yes, we can witness this, but guys, what I want to say and what I want to add is following. I would definitely agree with this guy, because if we bounce above the 200 weekly moving average, then also Bitcoin could be on the way to 24,800, and this would flip the RSI back at 45. And an RSI at the area around 45 is good, but we need our RSI to jump above the 50 level. And if we see our RSI, guys, above the 50 level, then I would say, okay, we could see more like a pump, more like a relief rally. Guys, let's jump into this chart right now. We see our 200 weekly moving average as one of the biggest resistance that we have for Bitcoin right now, because our 200 weekly moving average is around $22,558. So guys, what I want to see right now is following. We have to jump above this one and flip it into our support. If not so, the 300 weekly moving average could be on the line and is around $16,790, and that's not what we want to see. But we have already dipped down to 17,500, 17,600. That was an area where we dipped with the Bitcoin, but is the bottom in? I wouldn't say so, guys. So therefore, we have to make sure that we see a relief rally that lasts at least around this area, that we see the 200 weekly moving average not longer as in resistance, but as in support. And then I would say, okay, guys, we could see more like a relief rally that lasts a bit longer. And if all these bullish scenarios are going to be invalid, guys, and we see more like a pullback, more like a retracement, okay, then guys, we have this one chart that will shock you, guys. We have like a rising wedge out of a downtrend. You can see it over here. If we add this one trend line and another one at this current stage, you can see that we are tumbling between these two rising trend lines, and a rising wedge out of a downtrend, guys, is considered as a very, very dangerous pattern, because it's a bearish pattern for usual. And therefore we have to be very, very careful at this current stage. We have a very strong line of resistance around this area, and a very, very strong line of support around this one area. And always when we got into our support area, we saw like an impulsive move, but this impulsive move ends when we got rejected around the upper line area that was like a very, very strong line of resistance. And what's next for Bitcoin? Guys, if we see like this movement going to this lower line area, 19 to 20,000 is the area that could hold the line. But if not so, this is our last support for Bitcoin. And if this rising wedge plays out in a proper way and in a bearish way, then we could also leave this one pattern and go into our key levels, to the deeper key levels that are around 16 to 17,000. And then I wouldn't say that we are not getting there, because then the bearish patterns are playing out in a proper way and not in our way. So guys, these are the scenarios that I want to share with you in today's video. If you like my work and also the content, make sure that you definitely subscribe to this channel and also leave the thumbs up, and also don't forget to write a comment down below this video. I would truly appreciate it. See you next time, guys. Bye bye.